Chosen one, remain silent. God is deeply displeased. What you are about to do must stay hidden. I am speaking to you with great urgency, and you cannot afford to ignore these words, because what you are about to learn will help protect everything I am preparing on your behalf. This is not a message of fear. It is a call to safeguard what matters, because your next step carries great significance and must remain unseen by careless eyes. Hear me clearly, your silence is not a sign of weakness. It is your protection, and your self-control is the entrance to what I have already begun to establish. If you speak before the right time, you will uncover what I am still shielding. That is why I am leading you into quietness before you take your next step. Stay attentive, because what you receive today can preserve your blessing and prevent your journey from being disrupted. Type Amen if you agree. You were not chosen because you are flawless, but because you are willing to hear my voice while others choose to ignore it. I know how quickly you want to tell people what you are feeling, what you are planning, and where you are headed. But this time, I am asking you to stop. There is a reason I am speaking so firmly. Because what is about to unfold is delicate and cannot be treated carelessly. When I tell you, remain silent, I am not trying to silence your heart. I am guarding your future from distractions and interference that you are not yet able to recognize. You are entering a season that demands privacy, and if you expose it before its time, you will weaken what I am carefully strengthening. Listen closely, because this is the very point where many people lose the blessings that were meant to be theirs. They speak before the right moment. They reveal more than they should. They allow outside voices to cloud the direction I have given them. I am calling you to walk differently, to hold close the things I have placed within your heart without announcing them to everyone around you. This is not the season to explain yourself or seek approval. This is the season for quiet obedience, steady focus, and faithful steps forward. What I am building through you does not need validation. It needs protection. And that protection begins with your silence. Before you go any further, take a moment to support this by liking the video, because this act connects your heart to what is being released and helps carry this truth to others who need it right now. There is something powerful about what you are about to do, and that is why there is resistance trying to pull you into speaking prematurely. You may feel the urge to tell someone, to explain your next step, or to seek reassurance. But I am telling you to resist that urge. Not everyone around you can handle what I am doing through you. And not every ear is meant to hear your plans. Some will doubt. Some will misunderstand. And some will unknowingly weaken your focus. I am not isolating you. I am refining your path so that it remains clear and undisturbed. You have been through moments where things did not work out, and you wondered why. Now, you are beginning to understand that sometimes the delay was not rejection. It was preparation. I was teaching you how to hold things close, how to move with intention, and how to trust without needing to explain everything. This moment is different, because now you are ready to handle what is coming without exposing it too early. I am guiding you into a space where your actions will speak louder than your words, and where your results will confirm what I have promised. Type 777 if you trust God. Do not underestimate the importance of this instruction, because your silence is directly connected to your breakthrough. Every time you hold back from speaking too soon, you are strengthening what I am doing within you. Every time you choose not to share unnecessarily, you are building a wall of protection around your next move. I am not asking you to hide forever. I am asking you to wait until the right moment when what I have done is complete and cannot be undone by outside influence. There is a timing to everything, and right now your timing is quiet. You may feel misunderstood during this phase, and that is part of the process. Not everyone will know what you are carrying, and that is intentional. I am allowing you to grow in a way that does not depend on constant recognition or approval. This is where your strength is formed, in the moments when you trust me without needing to prove anything to anyone else. What I am doing in you is deeper than what others can see. And that depth requires space to develop without interruption. There is a reason I am firm in saying that your next move must be a secret. It is because what is coming is valuable. And valuable things are not handled carelessly. You would not leave something precious exposed. And in the same way, I am asking you to guard what I have placed in your life. This is not about fear of others. It is about wisdom in how you move forward. I am teaching you to walk with awareness, to speak with intention, and to act with purpose. As you continue from here, carry this instruction with you in everything you do. Let your actions be guided by quiet confidence, not loud declarations. Let your focus remain on what I am leading you toward, not on what others expect from you. You are not behind, you are not lost, and you are not forgotten. You are being positioned carefully and intentionally for something that requires precision and protection. You have shared parts of yourself in the past that were not yet ready to be seen, and you felt the weight of misunderstanding and interference. I am correcting that pattern now, not to restrict you, but to align you with a higher level of awareness. This is a moment of adjustment where your habits must change so your future can remain secure. Why are so many people talking about the billionaire brainwave? A leading neuroscientist says it was identified during a private program based on CIA research. This 7-second ritual, confirmed by 4 neuroscience labs, helps align your thinking with better financial outcomes. Many are moving away from stress into improved lifestyles with dream homes, luxury cars, and the freedom to enjoy luxury vacations. But this discovery may be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. You are not being called to silence because you are weak, but because you are becoming stronger. Strength is not always loud, and power does not always announce itself. There is a quiet authority forming within you, and it grows every you choose restraint over reaction. I see your thoughts. I see your intentions. And I know what I am building in your life. What I am asking is that you trust that I see further than you do, and that I am guiding you away from unnecessary exposure. Type 1 to affirm. There are people who will notice your silence and question it, but their questions do not require your answers. You are not responsible for explaining your journey to those who are not walking it with you. I am teaching you to become comfortable with being misunderstood, because that comfort will free you from the pressure to perform for others. When you no longer feel the need to explain yourself, you begin to move with a different kind of confidence. That confidence is rooted in trust, not in approval. Your next move carries weight that cannot be treated casually. What you are about to step into is connected to doors that I have been preparing for you over time. These doors are not opened by noise or attention, but by alignment and obedience. When you move quietly, you are able to hear my direction more clearly. When you remove the distraction of outside voices, you create space for my guidance to settle within you. This is where clarity comes from, not from constant discussion, But from focused listening, you have felt moments where you wanted to speak, where the urge was strong to share what you were thinking or planning. Those moments were not random. They were tests of your discipline. Every time you paused instead of speaking, you passed a step that is leading you closer to what I have prepared. Every time you held back, you protected something that is still forming. This is how growth happens. Not in what you say, but in what you choose not to say. I am not removing your voice. I am refining it. There will be a time when you will speak boldly, when your words will carry authority and clarity, but that time is not rushed. It is prepared. Right now, your silence is shaping your future voice. It is teaching you when to speak, how to speak, and why your words matter. When that moment comes, you will not speak out of emotion, but out of purpose. There is something forming around you that requires stability. It is not visible yet, but it is real, and it is growing. If you expose it too early, it will face pressures that it is not ready to handle. I am protecting what is yours by asking you to protect it as well. This is a partnership between you and me, where your obedience meets my provision. When you do your part, I complete what you cannot do on your own. Type yes to receive miracles. You may wonder why this moment feels so intense, why the instruction feels so direct. It is because you are at a point where small decisions will have large outcomes. What you choose now will shape what happens next. And that is why I am guiding you closely. I am not distant from you. I am right here, directing your steps with care, even when you feel uncertain. Know that I am not uncertain about you. There are distractions around you that are designed to pull you out of alignment. Some come through conversations, some through opinions, and some through your own thoughts. Not every thought needs to be, and not every feeling needs to be shared. You are learning to filter what comes through you, to allow only what aligns with my direction to guide your actions. This is discipline. And discipline is what separates intention from result. You are stepping into a season where your focus must be protected. Focus is fragile when it is exposed to too many influences. Every time you share your plans, you open the door for input that can shift your direction. Not all input is harmful, but not all input is helpful either. I am teaching you to be selective, to guard your path from unnecessary noise. This is how you maintain clarity in a world that is constantly speaking. There is a peace that comes with silence, a peace that you are beginning to understand. It is not the absence of sound, but the presence of certainty. When you know that I am guiding you, you do not feel the need to announce every step. You move with quiet assurance, knowing that what I have promised will unfold. This peace will grow as you continue to trust me in this way. What is ahead of you will not require explanation. It will reveal itself through your results. People will see the change. They will notice the difference, and they will recognize that something has shifted in your life. You will not need to convince anyone because what I do will be evident. This is why I am asking you to wait, to allow the process to complete before you speak about it. You are not alone in this. Even if it feels that way at times, I am with you in every step, in every decision, and in every moment of hesitation. When you feel the urge to speak, pause and listen for my voice. When you feel uncertain, remain still and allow clarity to come. I am not rushing you. I am guiding you with intention. Your thoughts are becoming clearer. Your decisions are becoming more intentional. And your awareness is expanding in ways that were not present before. This is not an accident, and it is not temporary. It is the result of what I have been building in you over time. What you are stepping into now is a higher level of alignment, and that alignment requires discipline. What if the real reason most manifestation methods do not work has finally been explained? A top neuroscientist linked to CIA research says, without the right brainwave, results stay inconsistent. This 7-second ritual, supported by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people approach money differently and improve their direction. Many are now stepping into dream homes, buying luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations they once thought were out of reach. But this information might not stay available online. Click the link in the description and comments before it gets removed. You have reached a point where not everything needs to be shared, and not every moment needs to be expressed. There is wisdom in holding things close, especially when they are still forming. You are carrying ideas, plans, and directions that are not meant to be exposed yet. If you speak them too soon, they will be shaped by opinions instead of being guided by my hand. I am protecting the purity of what I am placing in your life, and I need you to do the same. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. I see the moments when you almost speak, when you feel the urge rising within you. That urge is familiar because it has been part of your pattern for a long time. You have used words to release pressure, to seek understanding, and to feel connected. But now I am teaching you a different way, a way that builds strength instead of releasing it too quickly. When you hold back, you are not losing anything. You are actually gaining control over your direction. There are things happening around you that you do not yet see, and your silence is protecting you from them. Not every presence around you is aligned with what I am doing in your life. Some carry doubt, some carry distraction, and some carry intentions that are not in your favor. This is why I am guiding you to move quietly, to observe more than you speak, and to act with intention instead of impulse. You are not being withdrawn. You are being positioned wisely. You are entering a phase where your actions will matter more than your words. What you do will carry more weight than what you say. And that is where your focus must be. When you move without announcing, you create space for things to develop naturally. You allow progress to take place without interference. And you give yourself the opportunity to build something strong and lasting. This is the kind of growth that does not fade because it is rooted in discipline and guided by purpose. Type 1010 to receive blessings. There is a calm strength forming within you, and it will continue to grow as you practice restraint. You will begin to notice that you do not feel the same need to explain yourself as before. You will feel more grounded, more certain, and more at peace with your direction. This is not because everything around you has changed, but because something within you has shifted. That shift is what I have been working on, and it is preparing you for what comes next. Do not be surprised if others begin to notice your silence and react to it. Some may become curious. Some may feel uncomfortable, and some may even try to draw you back into old patterns. Stay firm in what you are learning, because not every reaction requires a response. You are not here to meet every expectation placed on you. You are here to follow the path I have set before you. When you remain focused on that path, everything else will fall into place as it should. There is something powerful about moving without noise. It allows you to stay connected to what truly matters without being pulled in different directions. When you are not constantly explaining or defending your actions, you have more energy to invest in what you are building. That energy becomes your strength, and that strength becomes your progress. This is how you move forward, without losing yourself in the process. I am not asking you to become distant from others. I am asking you to become intentional. There is a difference between isolation and focus. And what you are practicing now is focus. You are learning to choose your words carefully, to speak when it matters, and to remain silent when it protects you. This balance will serve you in ways you cannot yet imagine. It will keep you steady when things around you become uncertain. What you are protecting right now is not small, even if it feels that way. It may begin as a thought, an idea, or a quiet direction, but it carries the potential to grow into something significant if you treat it lightly. It will remain small, but if you guard it with care, it will expand into what it was meant to be. I am guiding you to treat what you have been given with the value it deserves. There is also a lesson in patience within this moment. Silence requires patience because it asks you to wait before expressing. It asks you to trust that not everything needs to be said immediately. This patience is shaping your character, making you stronger and more stable. When you learn to wait, you learn to move with purpose instead of reacting to every impulse. You are not losing your voice. You are learning how to use it wisely. When the time comes for you to speak, your words will carry clarity and impact. They will not be scattered or uncertain. They will be aligned with what I have been building in you. This is why I am taking you through this process now, so that when you do speak, it will be meaningful and effective. There is a future ahead of you that requires this level of discipline. It is not something that can be handled carelessly, and it cannot be built on unstable habits. I am preparing you for that future by refining how you move in the present. Every moment of restraint, every decision to remain silent, is part of that preparation. You are being shaped for something that requires strength, focus, and wisdom. As you continue on this path, remember that you are not doing this alone. I am with you in every step, guiding you, correcting you, and strengthening you. When you feel unsure, return to this instruction and hold on to it. Your silence is not empty. It is active, it is purposeful, and it is leading you toward what I have prepared. Stay steady, stay disciplined, and trust that what is forming within you will reveal itself at the right time. Have you heard about the private group of neuroscientists working on brain waves connected to money? A top researcher revealed this work was based on CIA studies not meant for public release yet. The outcome is a simple 7-second practice, confirmed by 4 neuroscience laboratories and now used by people in the comfort of their own homes. Countless individuals who once faced financial hardship are now living in beautiful homes, driving luxury vehicles, and enjoying luxurious vacations. But this page may disappear at any moment without notice. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. There are events taking place around you that you cannot fully perceive yet, but they are already responding to the decisions you make. Each time you choose silence instead of speaking unnecessarily, you move into greater alignment with what I am preparing for you. Every time you resist the temptation to explain yourself or reveal your plans, you reinforce the position I am establishing. This is not happening by chance. This is divine alignment, and alignment is what produces lasting results. You are entering a season where your choices are influencing outcomes as they happen. Type 2222 to receive miracles. There will be moments when you feel pressured to speak simply to relieve the discomfort. That pressure is not coming from me. It comes from the habit of filling every quiet moment with words. I am teaching you to embrace stillness, even when it feels unfamiliar at first. It is within stillness that clarity begins to grow, and that clarity will direct the steps you take next. When the noise fades away, you become able to hear what truly deserves your attention. There is an even deeper purpose behind your silence, one that reaches far beyond what you can currently understand. You are being watched in ways you may not always notice, not only by people, but also by circumstances that respond to the energy you carry. When you speak before the proper time, you often reveal more than you realize, and that can influence how events unfold. That is why I am protecting you by calling you to remain silent until the right moment arrives. Timing is everything, and your silence is part of that timing. You have noticed that not everyone reacts positively when you begin to change. Some may question you. Some may try to pull you back into old patterns, and some may not understand you at all. This is part of the process, and it is not something you need to fix. You are not here to be understood by everyone. You are here to follow the path that has been set for you. When you accept that, you free yourself from the need to explain every decision you make. There is strength in knowing when not to speak, and that strength is growing within you. You are learning that your value does not come from constant expression, but from intentional action. You are becoming more grounded, more focused, and more aware of what truly matters. This is the foundation for what is coming next, and it is being built through your discipline. What feels small now will have a large impact later. Type Amen to affirm. You are also learning to trust your instincts in a deeper way. When something feels like it should remain unspoken, that feeling is not random. It is a signal, a quiet guidance that is leading you in the right direction. The more you listen to that guidance, the stronger it becomes. Over time, it will become second nature to you, and you will move with confidence without needing constant reassurance. There is a protection that comes with silence, one that you are beginning to experience. When you do not reveal everything, you limit the influence that others can have over your path. You create a space where your decisions remain clear and unaffected by outside opinions. This protection is not about isolation. It is about clarity. It allows you to move forward without being pulled in different directions. You are also being prepared for moments where your words will carry great weight. When that time comes, what you say will matter, and it will have an impact, but that kind of impact requires preparation. And that preparation is happening now. By learning when to remain silent, you are also learning when to speak with purpose. This balance is what will make your voice effective when the time is right. There is something powerful about the way you are growing, even if it feels quiet and unnoticed. Growth does not always come with recognition, and it does not always feel dramatic. Sometimes it is subtle, steady, and deeply rooted. That is the kind of growth that lasts because it is built on consistency and discipline. You are developing that kind of strength right now. Do not rush this process, even if you feel eager to move forward. Everything is unfolding at the pace it needs to, and your role is to stay aligned with it. When you try to move ahead of the timing, you create unnecessary resistance. When you stay within the flow, things begin to open naturally. This is the difference between forcing and allowing. And I am guiding you to allow. There are moments ahead where you will see the results of your restraint. You will notice that things fall into place more smoothly, that opportunities appear without struggle, and that your path becomes clearer. These are not random events. They are the result of your alignment. What you are practicing now is directly connected to what you will experience later. You are not being held back. You are being prepared. Preparation often feels like waiting, but it is actually progress happening beneath the surface. Every choice you make to remain disciplined is shaping your future. You are building something that will stand strong because it is being built with intention. This is why I am guiding you so carefully, because what you are creating matters. As you continue forward, carry this understanding with you in every situation. You do not need to respond to everything. You do not need to explain every decision. And you do not need to share every thought. What you need is focus, discipline, and trust. When you hold on to those, you will move forward with clarity and strength. You are starting to notice how much energy is preserved when you do not speak unnecessarily. That energy is not lost. It is redirected into your focus, your clarity, and your progress. This is how you begin to move with purpose instead of reacting out of habit. There was a time when you believed that speaking everything would bring relief. But now you are seeing that not everything needs to be released. Some things grow stronger when they are protected, when they are given space to develop without interference. What you are holding right now is gaining strength in silence. And that strength will become visible in the right moment. You are learning that not all growth is meant to be seen immediately. Some growth must happen quietly before it reveals itself fully. Deep to affirm. Is it really possible to attract money more naturally using a 7-second ritual? Research connected to the CIA suggests certain brainwave states influence how opportunities appear in your life. This technique, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift away from financial pressure toward improved lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. You may begin to notice a difference in how you respond to situations around you. Where you once felt the need to react quickly, you now feel a pause, the moment of stillness before you respond. That pause is powerful because it gives you control over your actions. It allows you to choose your response instead of being driven by impulse. This is a sign that you are growing, that you are becoming more aware of how you move through each moment. There are also things being removed from your life that you may not have expected. Certaines conversations, certaines connexions, and certain patterns are beginning to fade. This is not loss. It is refinement. I am clearing space for what aligns with your path. And anything that does not fit that path will begin to fall away. Your silence is part of that process because it limits what no longer belongs in your life. There's a quiet confidence forming within you, one that does not need constant reassurance. This confidence is rooted in trust, not in what others think, but in what you know I am doing in your life. When you trust this deeply, you no longer feel the need to explain yourself to everyone around you. You move forward with certainty even when others do not understand your choices. This is where your strength becomes steady and unshaken. Type yes to receive miracles. You are also becoming more aware of the timing of your actions. You are starting to recognize that not everything needs to happen immediately. There is a right moment for everything, and when you align with that timing, things begin to flow naturally. Your silence is helping you stay in that alignment because it keeps you from rushing ahead. It allows you to wait until everything is in place before you take your next step. There is something important happening within your mindset. You are shifting from needing to be heard to understanding when it is necessary to speak. This shift is subtle, but it is powerful. It changes how you interact with the world around you. And it changes how the world responds to you. When you speak less, your words carry more weight. When you choose your moments carefully, your voice becomes more impactful. You are not losing anything by holding back. You are gaining control over your direction. You are learning how to protect what matters, how to focus on what is important, and how to move forward without unnecessary distractions. This is a level of maturity that many do not reach because it requires patience and discipline. You are stepping into that maturity now, and it is shaping your future in ways you will soon understand. There will be moments where you are tempted to return to old habits, where the urge to speak feels strong again. In those moments, remember why you started this process. Remember what you are protecting and what you are building. Every time you choose discipline over habit, you strengthen the foundation you are standing on. That foundation is what will support everything that comes next. You are also becoming more sensitive to what aligns with you and what does not. Your awareness is increasing, and you can feel when something is not right. This awareness is a gift, and it is being sharpened through your silence. When you are not constantly speaking, you are able to observe more, to sense more, and to understand more. This is how you move with wisdom instead of guesswork. A deeper bond is developing between you and my direction. As you quiet your voice, you make room to hear mine with greater clarity. You begin recognizing the gentle guidance, the quiet impressions, and the inner wisdom that lead each step you take. This relationship is what will carry you forward, and it becomes stronger every time you choose to listen instead of speaking. Never overlook how much progress you have already made. Even if the changes seem small, every act of self-control, every choice to remain silent, is contributing to your growth. Those quiet moments are laying the foundation for something far greater, something that will soon be evident in your life. You are not standing in one place. You are advancing with confidence, stability, and purpose. The future I am preparing for you requires this kind of discipline. It is a future where your choices will carry greater influence and your actions will affect more than your own life. That is why I am teaching you wisdom now, so you will know how to move with discernment when the time comes. This process is not always comfortable, but it is essential. The lessons you are learning today will become your strength when greater responsibilities arrive. As you continue this journey, pay attention to the transformation taking place within you. Notice how your responses are becoming calmer, how your focus is becoming sharper, and how your understanding is becoming clearer. These are the signs that you are walking in step with what I am accomplishing in your life. You are not being delayed. You are being prepared for something far greater. Continue moving with purpose. Continue trusting the path before you. And continue guarding what has been entrusted to you. Your silence is not passive. It is accomplishing something powerful. It is shaping the future that is waiting for you. What lies ahead will be the result of the discipline you are developing today. Remain steadfast. Stay attentive. And remember that everything is unfolding according to the perfect timing I have established.